Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna put some cards and see what we can get. Yeah. We're gonna put some cards and see what we can get. I like to start off with these little articles because they just help me get an overall feel of like what's going on, what we're gonna be talking about, or whatever. Yeah. Have faith is right there, or it's on the back of the deck. So you could be being impatient for something, or lacking like faith for something and something. Or something. Oh shit. What's this? Wow, pay attention to the signs. It's in the reverse, and the have faith is in the reverse. So I feel like somebody could be doing something to try to disconnect you from the divine. Patience is right here. You could have stopped receiving your downloads, or you could have felt as if you stopped receiving synchronicities. You could have felt like you stopped seeing signs. Maybe stuff could have went like extremely quiet on you. You could have possibly felt like you was in a void, so possibly doing like deep healing. I'm also hearing like with this, pay attention to the signs and the have faith in the reverse. I feel like this was some sort of like energetic reset for you to allow you to get back connected to your intuition, your own inner knowing, possibly even maybe so that you can possibly have like trust and like faith in yourself again, or something like that. You guys know sometimes I do pick up on like narcissistic abuse, shadow work, stuff like that. Maybe you could have been like narcissistically abused or something like that, and that could cause you some sort of that shit alters your brain chemistry. It causes you some sort of distrust within yourself, especially if you could have been like tricked by a trickster spirit or something like that. Yeah, maybe Tom could have felt like, I don't know, however your healing might happen for you, or however you handle trauma, Tom could have felt like it sped up, or Tom could have felt like it slowed down, or maybe you could have felt like you missed out on opportunities, you know, something like that. It seemed like you went through something that was possibly a little traumatizing or something like that. But I'm also hearing that whatever this was, it was also like an energetic reset, possibly even for you to fix your timing, to fix your focus, to fix your flow, to fix your attention span. It was something like that that could have happened to you, where it was, if you're doing the shadow work and the healing, this should be something that shifts your perspective, your focus, your time, your energy to self. That's what I'm getting. So yeah, maybe things could have seemed a little quiet, or something like that. I said this in my last reading. I do have my cards all mixed up, funky wonky, because of the Gemini energy. Everything is backwards, hence the cards came out backwards. Or everything is like double-sided, a double entendre, you know, something like that. So yeah, that's why I said maybe you could have felt like you was pulled into like an alter reality or something like that. Or maybe you could have been, yeah, something around timing, because I seen impatience. I don't know what somebody could have did to you. It could have just been trauma, the Six of Swords. It could have just been trauma, or maybe you could have felt like you was stuck or something like that. Maybe you had to go back, because I seen the Eight of Swords. When I see the Eight of Swords, it's a wandering energy, it's a binding energy. But I also see the Eight of Swords because I'm like spiritual. So like sometimes when I see the Eight of Swords, I also see it as you wandering, but I see it as you grabbing fragments back of yourself that you could have lost. So like I see the Eight of Swords as like pieces of yourself just wandering around, or maybe pieces of yourself that like people could have like harvested and they're possibly like cloaking themselves in your energy or something. That's just how I read the Eight of Swords. I like the Eight of Swords. It's my favorite energy a little bit. It's Gemini energy too, I think. Here go Gemini, two sides. Yeah, so maybe you could have dealt with some sort of maybe a destiny swapping energy. That just scared me. I heard somebody screaming. Maybe you could have dealt with like a destiny swapping energy. That just scared me so bad. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I had to go turn off that TV because it was scaring me. Not scaring me like in a bad way, but like the noise and stuff like that. I'm somebody like you guys. I don't really watch TV and stuff like that, but the people around me do and stuff like that, but like I don't really watch TV. So like when I hear it in the background or the TV is just on, I get so frustrated. Like I like quiet. Peace and fucking quiet. About a breath. I had to go turn everything off. I had to go turn all the lights off, all the stuff. Like it was just like all the stuff I had to turn off. But what was I saying? I was talking about the Gemini energy. Oh, I was explaining how I see the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I like the Eight of Swords. Sometimes it's my favorite card. The shadow to it and stuff like that. But I do like it. When I see the Eight of Swords, yeah, I feel like you could be like grabbing fragments of yourself. Maybe you could be dealing with a little bit of like imposter syndrome or something like that. You could be dealing with a psychic attack or something like that to possibly affect your confidence, your self-esteem, your worth. I also see the Eight of Swords because I see it on the in this deck that I have, the Eight of Swords, and it's like a television. So you possibly could be picking up a lot of projections, or you could be looking outside yourself too much to where as though you're starting to become ungrounded. You get what I'm saying? That Eight of Swords energy. This is possibly why you possibly was sent into some sort of deep isolation and reflection or something, so that you can learn how to properly cleanse. Maybe something about you being an empath, you're still soaking up energy, responsibility, and stuff like that that doesn't belong to you. And it could be dimming your light, your vibration. It could be dimming your just your energy or something like that. That's what I'm getting as well. You could be dealing with a lot of projections. I remember seeing the cloak, so you could have picked up on a lot of shit through passings, or you could be dealing with a little trauma from social media. That's what that Eight of Swords talk about in my other deck. That Eight of Swords. So you could be dealing with trauma just from social media and being too invested and involved in other people's lives or something like that. You get what I'm saying? I'm not being mean to you. I'm so sorry if it sounds like that. I'm so sorry. I just cut it on the Emperor and the Two of Cups. Yeah, like your focus. It's something about you needing to be more disciplined, more stable, more sure, more it's a word that I'm looking for. More not focused, more what's the word? More serious, I guess, around your boundaries, around your focus. You need to make sure that you're not looking outside yourself with the Two of Cups. I see the Two of Cups as your soulmate connections. You should only be having a lot of focus right now on your soulmate connections or the masculines that could have recently came into your life. I know there was a big tower moment with masculine, so you could have had a lot of high vibrational masculines that could have came into your life. They don't necessarily have to be your spouse, but they could be a little bit more grounded than you. They could be doing more like well off than you. There's a big energy with the King of Pentacles as well. But so yeah, it's something about your focus and your discipline. It needs to be on your masculine energy. And if you're ever seeking outside yourself, it should be on high vibrational masculine energy, whether male or female. So these can be females that's extremely ambitious and driven and grounded and focused. And if these are masculines, it's the same thing. It's masculines that's grounded. They're focused. They focus on their job, their career. They have healthy habits, stuff like that. This is where your focus should be at. It's something about you needing to be more strict with your focus, your attention, your drive, your ambition. It's something about you needing to also release codependency. More stern, more strict, more more selfish or something like that with yourself in your focus. Your masculine energy could have came in to teach you this or to trigger this within you or something like that. You could have had some sort of soul recognition with a masculine. The Emperor with the yeah, they forced you to look at some sort of shadow or something like that. This could have been a masculine that popped up on you, sneaked up on you, or something like that. Then for the Emperor, man, I'm telling you, like, I know I'm in some hot shit, like, and I feel like this is what this is, what possibly the divine for. This is possibly why you was possibly stripped or possibly sent into some sort of isolation or something like that, because the divine possibly didn't want you to see this person coming. Like, when the Emperor come into your life, whether male or female, that mean that you did something or you was so misaligned or you just was like out of fucking control. For an Emperor to have to come in, man, I was like, because I recently had it, I'm like, oh my God, you know how misaligned I gotta be for the divine to have to go get that motherfucker. The divine, like, okay, you not listening? Okay, I'm about to send this Emperor, like, because you know the Emperor, they can put you in your place. You gotta submit. It's like, are you fucking serious? Yo, like, do you know how, like, whether a dark masculine or this could have been a dark masculine, but like for the Emperor energy to have to come into your life, that means that you are severely ungrounded, or you are like just, I feel like, misaligned or not focused or something like that. Something possible is wrong with you. I talked about other things. You could have just been traumatized or something like that, and then the masculine energy could have came in to ground you, make you feel safe again, or that's Teddy. Yes, I did talk about so yeah. So they possibly came in and shifted your focus. Like, yo, you gotta be in some hot shit for a masculine to call you out on some shit. That means you really got an issue. You really got a problem. Like, you really got a fucking problem. Like, you either get yourself together. Show me messages I need to see, please, for this. So yeah, I feel like you could have got beat into submission. The Ace of Swords came out in the reverse with the Chariot, but then the Three of Swords. Pay attention to the signs. Have faith in the reverse. You could be feeling like somebody isn't coming towards you, or maybe you could feel like somebody is coming towards you to break your heart with the Three of Swords, or maybe something wasn't able to move forward. The Ace of Swords is in the reverse. The Chariot talks about forward movement. The Three of Swords is grief, pain, and sorrow. Okay, and then we got the King of Wands. Remember how I seen the Emperor and the Two of Cups? You possibly could have had somebody come into your life or something like that. They could have triggered you in the lower chakras or something like that, or just triggered you possibly for you to focus on. Look, wow, the King of Wands with the Strength card. I feel like you have a lot of confidence, self-esteem, ambition, drive, focus, or something like that in order for you to like possibly work on like your destiny and your life purpose. I'm telling you, I feel like you went through some sort of like energetic reset or something like that. I feel like somebody is upset because I feel like somebody thought that they was going to be able to come back into your life or something like that. But I feel like you're not like having it or something like that because of your confidence, your self-esteem, your worth, or something like that. Something about the timing. Remember I seen the patience? Or maybe you could have harvested the energy off of this King of Wands. You could have harvested the energy off of somebody that's extremely like creative, ambitious, or something like that. Yeah, you're healing yourself. You're healing. You're focusing on whatever. I feel like you could be putting yourself in some sort of like high activities or something like that with the King of Wands. You're healing your masculine side for you in order for you to take action onto your destiny and your life purpose. These cards, there's no males in these cards except for the Emperor. This King of Wands, this is a female. So yeah, you could have had a masculine come in and they activated your drive, your ambition or something like that. They helped you to heal your masculine side. And maybe they could have broke your heart too. I don't know how, but yeah, you see the Six of Wands. I feel like somebody's upset because I don't know if you was talking to somebody or something like that, but you see, you have a lot of confidence and self-esteem or something like that. It seemed like somebody wasn't expecting you to get away or something like that with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords. I feel like somebody don't understand how they possibly was able to come into your life and like they possibly left with a heartbreak, or how you didn't leave with a heartbreak or something like that. It seemed like somebody was expecting for you to be heartbroken or something like that. But with the Chariot, it seemed like you got away. You got the energy, you got something, you got the lesson, you got the mirror moment. I'm telling you, I've been talking like somebody is just like, I don't understand what happened. Like I thought we was about to connect. I thought we was about to like you just left. Yeah, because you're planting seeds, you're focusing on your destiny and your life purpose now. You're investing in yourself, or the Six of Wands, you're investing in your reputation, your looks or something like that. You know, something like that. So yeah, I feel like somebody is heartbroken because I feel like somebody felt like you got away with some sort of creativity, confidence, self-esteem, worth, and value. And I feel like somebody possibly wasn't expecting you to do this or something like that. I'm sorry, yo. We're going back and forth with like trying to get these people together or whatever. But I just heard she a bad mama jamma. Even in pajamas. Like I don't know, like somebody, the way you handled them or something like that, the way you possibly handled a breakup or something like that. Somebody just like, wow, you look good. I see that you're healing yourself, you're moving on. The fact that possibly you're not bitter or something like that. But I feel like this is what somebody was expecting. Like somebody was expecting you to possibly have some sort of like deep resentments or like hatred or something like that for them. And I feel like all it did was actually like fuel you or something like that. It's like somebody was trying to cause you a significant amount of pain, but I feel like it just added fuel to your fire or something like that. Like the fact that even somebody even possibly tried to hurt you on purpose or something like that, you possibly felt like that shit was like disrespectful or something like that, or just like it was like beneath you. I'm hearing like, I don't know, somebody just did something to light your fire in a way. Like I said, they could have delayed you, restrict you, tried to isolate you or something like that. And when the Chariot, I just feel like that shit just pushed you to just want to get farther and farther away from some sort of pain, heartbreak, confusion, illusions, delays, or just whatever it is that you had like going on. Like I feel like this somebody's possibly intentions was to like isolate you, strip you, disconnect you, or something like that. But I feel like yeah, that possibly could have happened, but it also fueled you for some sort of brand new like idea, path, journey. It gave you a lot of confidence, self-esteem. It seemed like it was some sort of like realignment or something like that, some sort of extreme isolation, possibly the void, possibly spiritual jail. Look, I just cut this shit on the Queen of Wands, like the King and Queen of Wands. Like you're fully balanced again. You're ready to take on the world. You're ready to manifest something new. The Six of Wands. Somebody possibly tried to humiliate you, embarrass you, or just something like that. Like, whatever this heartbreak and pain was, that's what I'm getting. Like the Ace of Swords in the reverse with the Three of Swords, this is sending you into 3 to the 4 of Swords. The 2 of Swords is supposed to hurt your chakras, hurt your heart chakra, to block your sight or something like that. I see the 3 of Swords as a because I see the 3 of Swords as mental, but the way I read this card as well is to block the third eye, because you fell into some sort of victim mentality. So you stop creating, you stop believing that you are in control of your own life, you stop moving forward. But the Chariot is right here, the 6 of Wands. You bodied some shit. Bodies. The 7 of Pentacles with the 6 of Wands. You're investing in yourself. Like, you're not going to allow something possibly not going your way, or you're not going to allow something to ruin your confidence, your self-esteem, your worth, your reputation or something like that. It maybe seem like maybe you could have got caught in the crossfires or something, but like, that's just not your business, you know? I've been saying this, like, the Chariot, like, there's a lot of destiny swapping energy with the Gemini energy, where it's like people want you to feel the way they feel. And it's like, no, you don't feel the way that somebody else feel. That 4 of Pentacles energy, that low vibrational energy, you gave that shit right back. Here you go. The Chariot. The Chariot. What's wrong with my cards? They probably need like a cleansing. A cleansing or something. The Chariot. The Chariot. The Lovers. Yeah, you're moving towards a soulmate connection. You could be traveling with a soulmate. You could be traveling. You could be going on vacation. Child, your Emperor came in and got you together. You could be focusing on your love life or something like that. The Chariot, I also see that as like, yeah, like you're focusing on possibly trying to bring your union together. You're focusing on, there go the Gemini energy. You're moving forward towards a soulmate connection. The 3 of Wands right here is in the reverse, though. This talks about binding or going backwards. The Chariot with the Lovers. Maybe you possibly also wasn't going to allow yourself to go back towards somebody that you know could have caused you some sort of like heartbreak, pain, or grief or something like that. Or you had to let go of some sort of like bitterness or resentfulness from a past soulmate connection in order for you to move forward as well. The Chariot. The Chariot. The Chariot and the Lovers. Wow, the Death card. Maybe you even could have stopped focusing on trying to go towards your love life. Maybe you finally realized that something is destined and it's going to happen the way that it's supposed to happen, you know? Maybe you could have been the one that was possibly trying to take some sort of inspired action or something like that towards like a masculine or something like that. But I'm somebody, I truly believe that the masculine is the one who brings in the connection. So maybe that was something that you possibly had to stop doing because it was messing with your confidence and your self-esteem, possibly trying to bring in a connection or something like that. Because possibly, because remember we seen the Three of Wands in the reverse. You possibly trying to go towards a masculine or something like that. It was also you going back to like an older version of yourself or something like that. Even if that possibly wasn't your intentions with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, it was still having that sort of outcome with the Three of Swords. It was still causing you some sort of like mental anguish or something like that in like your love life. I feel like you could have stopped focusing on your love life or something like that. Here are the Two of Pentacles. Sometimes it talks about financial instability or something like that, or I see this as you having two different paths. Maybe you could be juggling. Yeah, like this could be like your spouse or something like that, but you possibly going towards them. It was allowing like an entity or something like that to feed off you instead of you choosing like the right of way and making them follow you. You get what I'm saying? Why is the Ace of Swords in the reverse? Why is the Ace of Swords in the reverse? The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like something was just taking too much off of you. With the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Too much off of you. Too much. But the Ace of Swords is in the reverse though. The Strength card in the reverse. Maybe this was somebody's way of trying to harvest off of you by you not having like a specific outcome or something like that in your love life or something. I'm laughing. You know why I'm laughing? Because I could feel the energy. It feel like the energy of like a jinx or something like that. That's Gemini energy. Like it just hit me out of nowhere. It's like a jinx or something like that. With something that you was chasing after or something that you wanted or something like that. It possibly was causing you some sort of like financial instability and somebody else was trying to like gain or something by causing you some sort of like heartbreak or pain or something. It seemed like there's like a path or something that you was trying to take in life that somebody could have actually jinxed or cursed that path. Somebody could have blocked a part of your destiny or jinxed a part of your destiny and your life purpose, whereas though if you try to do that, it just brings about some sort of it brings about some sort of confusion, illusion, or and I feel like the reason why this is a jinx is I feel like it's something that you might not truly want, or it might be something that's like you might want it, but I don't know. It's something about that path or something. Maybe somebody could have crossed your roads or something like that. But it's something about that specific path or something like that. That part of your destiny and your life purpose with the Ten of Pentacles, it doesn't bring you some sort of harvest. It's like it was jinxed or something. That's why you have the confusion, because it allows somebody else to try to harvest your energy or something like that. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. Why is the... I said the Ace... Okay, yeah, the Ace of Swords, but I was going to say the Ace of Pentacles. You see? The Three of Wands in the reverse. Something about this path, this way, this... It's too much. I'm hearing it's too much like evil eye or something like that surrounding this path, this way. That's why there's so much confusion and illusion around it. The Three of Wands is in the reverse. The Three of Wands talks about somebody taking action onto like their plans, right? Yeah, this path or something like that. You see all the shadows? This plan or this path or something like that, it causes you financial instability, or it causes you some sort of like crown chakra attack or something like that. You see the Gemini energy again. something about this path is jinxed or hexed or something. What's the Ace of Swords? What's the Three of Wands? You see, I seen the Emperor in the reverse. Look, you see, it's like jinxed or hexed. It causes some sort of, it tries to like humiliate you. You see, the jinx is something funny. I'm telling you, I know what I'm reading on. Like the Six of Wands or something like that. There's so much like evil eye over something that you want. Some sort of like financial blessing or some sort of possibly material harvest or something about your plans. With the Three of Wands, somebody wants to use this as a form of a humiliation ritual so that they can harvest energy. Somebody wants to use this as a way to cause you some sort of extreme pain and heartbreak. With the Three of Swords, some sort of trauma. With the Six of Wands, this is why this is possibly being like hexed or something like that. It seemed like jinxed. I've been talking about jinx ever since I've been on YouTube. Especially if you're like a Heyoka or something like that. Whatever this path or this journey is or something like that within your destiny and your life purpose, it also, it brings out so many fucking enemies. It's so much evil eye over this shit. The Six of Wands, I feel like your confidence, your self-esteem, your reputation, your image is good. It's in good standing. Your confidence and your self-esteem is good or whatever. But like, yo. Yeah, you see the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody want a huge payout. A huge payout from some sort of humiliation, shame, and embarrassment from you wanting a specific outcome or like a payout or something like that as well. Somebody wants something just as bad as you want something. They want to harvest energy just as bad as you want to. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This was the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, the Ten of Cups in the reverse talks about misalignment. It talks about unhappiness. This is somebody that wants to humiliate you. They don't want you to have some sort of financial freedom or something like that. Material success. Or something like that. Let me do the Ace of Pentacles again in the reverse. Why is the Ace of the Seven of Cups tried to come out? Why is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? Why is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? The Strength card tried to come out in the reverse. Yes, because somebody feels like this is, I'm telling you, it's something that you want. Look, the Five of Wands with the Two of Cups in the reverse. There's a lot of evil around some sort of reconciliation or you being with your soul tribe, your soulmates, or just whatever. The Strength card in the reverse. Somebody really wants to, so desperately wants to harvest energy off of your pain, your unhappiness, your sadness. Somebody's like, oh, I'm going to make you sad using this blessing that you want. The Moon card in the reverse. Why is the Three of Wands reversed? The Three of Pentacles in the reverse. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse talks about a contract. It's like maybe this can be like a group of people that don't want you to like disconnect from them or something like that. What are you doing? I forgot what I was saying. But some sort of like financial blessing or something like that with the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody wants to harvest energy off of you not having something, you not having a form of happiness or something like that. Somebody is thinking that somebody is so delusional. Somebody think your form of happiness is coming from something. That's why they want to harvest energy off of that. But the Six of Wands is upright. Somebody is trying to figure out where's your confidence and your self-esteem coming from. Somebody is doing something to try to break you. I said this in another reading. It could be like this group of people or something like that that keep trying to cause a wound or an access point in your soul or something like that, possibly so that they can reconnect to you or something like that. It's like somebody keep trying to pull you back to something with the Three of Wands in the reverse. Possibly trying to pull you back with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, or possibly trying to pull you back into like a state of unworthiness or something like that, shame or guilt because possibly something not going your way, or somebody just wants you to be confused around what you know you deserve with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It seemed like with the Ten of Cups, because the Ten of Cups talks about generational stuff. This could be something that like happened or like happened. The Ace of Pentacles, I can also see that as your gifts or something like that. Maybe somebody tried to steal. Yeah, somebody's just hell-bent on stealing a gift from you. A gift that's given to you by the fucking divine. Remember I said that, the disconnected. You possibly want something, and then when you don't get something, somebody's hoping that that makes you curse God or something like that with the Three of Swords. Like somebody is trying to disconnect you from the divine by you not receiving certain blessings or just something like that with the Six of Wands though. But the Six of Wands is you don't never lose your grace, because the Six of Wands is a card of grace. It's somebody who comes in extremely humble and admired and respected after some sort of battle, after the Five of Wands. Somebody keep trying to strip you from your connection from the divine by you not receiving something that you know that you're fucking worthy of. Like somebody is doing something to make you have some sort of, I don't know. The Three of Wands in the reverse. They want you to think that something is like unfair or something, or the Three of Wands in the reverse. The Three of Wands in the reverse. The Three of Wands. What was this that flipped over? The World card in the reverse. Yeah, somebody keep trying to pull you back to a karmic cycle in order to embarrass or like humiliate you or something like that. You could have took some sort of like inspired action to have something or something like that at one point in time, and it could have brought you about an extreme amount of shame or something like that, or you could have went through something. But the Death card is out here like, I don't know, maybe something could have happened with your confidence and your self-esteem, whereas though it possibly could have took you a while to bounce back from something. With the Ten of Cups and the Strength card in the reverse, you not receiving something, or you not having some sort of financial win or some sort of blessing or something like that, some form of happiness really affected your confidence or something, and somebody keep trying to open that. The Three of Wands in the reverse. The Three of Wands in the reverse. Why is the Three of Wands in the reverse? The Four of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, it's like somebody keep want to do something, I'm telling you, to make you feel ungrounded. It's like you won't be in the world or something. Like I'm telling you, somebody keep trying to bring you some sort of misery, pain, sorrow, so that you will be ungrounded. The Six of Wands is somebody that is confident and sure of themselves, and they show up ready to get some shit done or something like that. Somebody keep trying to do shit to bring you out of your vibration, or it can just be like somebody keep trying to open up this doubt. That's what I'm getting as well. The Ace of Swords in the reverse, this doubt or something like that in you, because even doubt blocks your psyche. doubt blocks your connections like to the divine or something like that. Somebody really wants you to forget that you are in control of your own fucking life. So they keep trying to delay you or something like that, because this is somebody that wants to dominate and control you. This is somebody, they're trying to get access to your vessel. I remember I seen the Eight of Swords. Somebody wants access to your vessel. This is why they keep trying to strip you from population, or remember to pay attention to the signs and to have faith is in the reverse. Somebody keep trying to strip you from your connection, your intuition, so that you won't be grounded. They want to control and dominate your psyche and shit. So if you're in isolation, somebody also may want you to be like a consumer instead of a creator. That's what I'm getting. Like somebody wants to take you out of population. No. Hell no. Because you're ungrounded. When you're ungrounded, you're a consumer. You're sponging up, you're picking up stuff. You lack boundaries, you lack confidence, you lack self-esteem. Like when you don't have your own sense of solid self, you pick up on everybody else shit. This is why somebody wants you to be ungrounded. They want you to be sick. What's the Three of Wands in the reverse? Like, no. The devil in the reverse. It's not working. They're not getting binded. The devil in the reverse. You keep detaching and you keep coming out more successful. You're not getting bound to some sort of betrayal. The Magician to the Ten of Swords, because you know that you are the creator of your own fucking life. Even every fucking betrayal, you created it. The Magician with the Ten of Swords. You created this betrayal in your fucking life. You created this ending so that you can have a brand new beginning. The Ten of Wands in the reverse, so that you can get back control over your psyche, your third eye, so that you can manifest your true wishes and your true desires. You possibly could have been a little bit on like autopilot or something like that with the Four of Swords in the reverse. So you could have been doing shit out of like you know, it's something about you. That's what I'm getting as well. Like with the Four of Swords, like your heart chakra or something like that possibly wasn't really all the way in something, you know? It seemed like, I'm telling you, with the Magician, with the Ten of Swords, I feel like this, that's what I'm saying. This is a real high priestess, a real magician that I'm reading for. The Magician with the Ten of Swords, I feel like you're in a state where you're harvesting energy as well. So, like, you know, in order for you to feel deserving, confident, sure of yourself, you have to experience the polarity, you know? So I feel like you just been harvesting energy, like, you know you're deserving, just based off of how many betrayals you're going through, just based off of how many setbacks you're dealing with, how much opposition you're dealing with and shit like this. All this shit is doing is just fueling your fire. And somebody don't understand that. Like, somebody hate the fact that they're coming to the fact that, like, you're like a real magician. Gemini energy. Ten of Swords too. It might be Gemini. It's like somebody's like, damn, I keep doing all this shit to this person, and this person just keep alchemizing the energy, or this person just keep exposing me, or this person just like, I don't know what's up with somebody. They're not getting binded to this. How come they keep showing up successful? How come they're not losing no confidence and no self-esteem with the stuff that I'm doing? Because you walk with the divine. So even your betrayals or anything that you go through, all that shit is prophetic and stated. Somebody needs to stay out of your business. The Ten of Wands in the reverse. Somebody's like, wow, you telling me this divine feminine harvested all of this energy and now she's about to go start manifesting again? Like somebody brought you some sort of betrayal and all you did was harvested all of the energy. Remember, we seen the King of Wands with the Strength card. You harvested all of the energy. I don't know if you could be having rumors around you that you like depressed, you're miserable, you ain't got no money, you ain't got no ambition, you're lazy, or I don't know what's been going on with people. But like I feel like yeah, the Six of Wands, you getting ready to prove people wrong or something like that, or just your presence as the divine feminine, just your presence just proves people wrong. Like maybe somebody was trying to say you wasn't having no emotion, or you see what I'm saying? That was the confusion part. Like somebody was trying to say that you didn't have no motion or Something like that. The Ace of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Three of Wands in reverse. Like, somebody was trying to say that you ain't had no motion. Niggas only got motion when I chase, nigga. This is somebody that don't got no fucking motion. The only motion they got is chasing behind you. Or you chasing behind them. The fuck? That's the real truth. This is somebody that ain't got no fucking motion unless it's to destroy your life. Or if it's to, and that's why somebody is mad, because somebody is realizing also, like I said, that you're not chasing behind them or something like that. Like the Chariot, the Chariot, the Lovers, the Death card, you put it into that shit real quick. Like somebody really thought that you was gonna chase behind them because like they broke your heart or something. I'm telling you, they have no motion now, but they was trying to say that you ain't have no motion. This possibly was somebody who thought they was better than you or something. You snatch back your confidence, your self-esteem, your self-respect, your self-worth, and your value. Because if you the shit and you in my face, that means I'm the shit too. Like, stop playing with me. That's what I'm saying. Somebody, it's a lot of shit going on in this reading. Somebody really is delusional. Like, really delusional. Somebody like, wow, we didn't gave this divine feminine so much fucking fuel. The Ten of Swords, the Magician, the Ten of Wands with the Seven of Cups. And now somebody mad because they brought you some sort of harsh ending. And all you doing is just manifesting this shit and turning this shit into something that's like, I don't know. It seems like it's going to be something extremely successful with the Six of Wands. Possibly in your love connection or something like that. The Chariot, the Lovers, the Six of Wands. I don't know what you harvesting for, but whatever the pain is or something like that, it's just opening up your heart chakra. Like I said, I feel the energy of a jinx here, so it is quite funny. Because somebody keep trying to embarrass you, but by them trying to embarrass you, they're embarrassing themselves. Because why are they in your business like this? That's embarrassing. You have no motion. You're all in somebody else's business. That's what's funny. Or even if this is somebody who was so used to possibly trying to speak about down moments or something like that in your life or something, even that shit it's becoming real played out. That's what's funny. Somebody is just as embarrassed as they wanted that shit for you. The Three of Cups. The Ten of Swords. Ain't shit funny. Ain't shit funny. Because you brought about an ending to somebody, but you also brought about an ending to yourself as well. Like, somebody should have stayed out of your business. And not only did you bring an ending, you also brought an exposure. What is the Ten of Cups with the Strength card in the reverse? And not only that, you might not be able to rebuild from something. You also, because it's just what you do to, like, you also might be, this also might be somebody, they're heartbroken, they're in pain, they have a blocked third eye or something like that now. You're detaching from whatever this binding is. What is the Devil in the reverse? Somebody was so hell-bent. I mean, the Devil in the reverse can sometimes be somebody that is just like relentless sometimes on binding you. What is the Devil in the reverse? The Ten of Wands. Yes. Just you're not bound to some sort of collapse. You're not bound to a lack of creativity, fertility. The Ten of Swords. This is what somebody keep trying to bind you to. But you see the Magician. And then look at that sticking out. The Page of Wands in the reverse. You harvested whatever this energy was from some sort of betrayal that somebody keep trying to bring you. It's quite funny, but it's also quite this humiliation ritual or something like that. This shit, every time somebody do this shit to you, it exposes them or something like that as well. With the Six of Wands. Somebody need to stay out your business. and stop poking around your shit looking for access points. What is the Three of Swords? Because this is a real divine being, a real high priestess, a real magician. This is somebody, they're not attached to outcomes. That's why the Devil card is in the reverse. Somebody isn't attached to outcomes. They're not attached to paths. They're not attached to any of that thing. Any of those things. This is somebody that realizes that shit is going and playing out the way that it's supposed to. This is somebody who has a divine mission, a divine purpose. The Nine of Pentacles. This is somebody who embodies extreme self-love. The Nine of Pentacles is somebody that has extreme self-love, extreme self-respect, extreme value. So even when you think they might be doing something that lacks morals, values, or something like that, trust me, there is a method to the madness. And that's what somebody just keep fucking forgetting. That there's a method to the madness. Even when they think you're doing something that may be mad. With the King of Wands and the Strength card. Somebody really needs to stop playing with you. They really do. Here go the King of Wands. That is so crazy. Even though it's in the reverse. That's what I'm saying. Somebody that keeps trying to bring you out of your vibration. No, you're going to master the King of Wands energy. Whatever this entity is or something like that keep coming after you. Or this can be people that's filled with energy. Envy or wrath or jealousy or something like that. All they keep doing is embarrassing themselves. With the Six of Wands. That's what somebody is just realizing, that they're a fucking embarrassment. And they keep trying to put that shit on you. They're in a fucking embarrassment. And they keep getting exposed for being jealous, hateful, envious, and all the other things. And you keep being exposed for being a Nine of Pentacles, a divine feminine that has self-love, respect, morals, values, and creativity, and all that stuff for herself. Somebody keep trying to tempt you to go down a wrong fucking path or something like that. Or tempt you, they keep trying to tempt you to go down the wrong path. Or tempt you to possibly just affect your money, your finances, or something like that. Like, somebody needs to just stop. Because they're just being exposed for being hateful, jealous, envious, and delusional. And a lot of the times, like non-action or something like that. I'm not even going to expose everything. This divine feminine is the Empress. And she keep being exposed for being the Empress. Being an extremely kind and beautiful person. The Three of Swords. The Three of Swords. The Devil in the reverse. The Three of Swords, yes, you're not attached to some sort of heartbreak or something like that. You're not binded. The Four of Swords is right here. The Four of Pentacles, yes. Whatever it is, guilt, shame, embarrassment, humiliation, or whatever somebody was trying to make you feel, you gave that shit right back because it's not your energy. It's not yours. You're not attached to low confidence, self-esteem, poverty. You're not attached to that stuff. The Four of Pentacles, this is a divine feminine that's actually giving because she have enough to give. Like, you're not attached to outcomes. I said that. The Four of Pentacles is sometimes somebody who hoards and stuff, but you're not attached to outcomes. The Four of Pentacles is somebody who goes with the flow of life. Somebody that keep trying to bring you tragic endings, possibly surrounding your love life or whatever, so that you will bind to some sort of pain or whatever. The Three of Swords, like, no. And like I said, even when it's divine feminine or masculine or whatever, it may look like they're doing something that's mad. Trust me, it was a method to it. There was a whole bigger reason. The Eight of Swords, though, right here, you're not binded to this. The Eight of Swords, you possibly grab back a little bit of your fragmentations or just something. The Two of Cups. So you're possibly back given to your soulmate or something like that. There could be a little bit of trauma or something like that here. We got the Lovers, the Two of Cups. There could be a little bit of trauma or stuff like that here. So maybe you have to, here you see the Wheel of Fortune, the Judgment, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. This divine feminine is going to celebrate with her soulmate connections and have her destiny and her life purpose. The Three of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, because that's just karmic judgment. Judgment, the King of Swords, because the divine says so. Judgment, King of Swords, Two of Cups. You may have to do like a little bit of because there could be some sort of trauma or something like that. So the Four of Pentacles, you may need to like give or spice your connection back up or something like that because of some trauma or something like that. You could possibly have multiple masculines that's possibly coming in to exchange with you. I see the Lovers and the Two of Cups. You could have multiple people that's coming in to like exchange with you or something like that. But somebody really was trying to strip you from your connection with the divine. Like, yeah, I'm getting out of this. I'm gonna pull 18 plus because the Three of Swords. Let me get one more for the Three of Swords. But the divine said this is what will be. But like the Three of Swords, you're going to continue to build, and the Three of Swords, somebody's trying to change your heart. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. I should have just stopped pulling. What's the Knight of Wands in the reverse? The Knight of Wands. Somebody was trying to put out your flame, your innocence. Yeah, you see the Page of Cups in the reverse. I see this as somebody was trying to put out your... I just see that somebody's trying to put out your innocence or something like that. Or just not want you to have an offer from somebody, or not want somebody to take an offer from you, or possibly not want somebody to see you or something like that. But I do feel like you guys might need to have some sort of sexual healing or like face-to-face or whatever. You can have a masculine that's going to possibly say something nice to you or something like that to keep your heart chakra open. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this divine feminine. Look at this divine feminine. This divine feminine like, yeah, I feel good. Because maybe something didn't go your way or something like that, but maybe some other shit could have got exposed or something like that. And this divine feminine is like, yeah, I ain't gotta do much. Like the Nine of Pentacles, like somebody hate this shit about you. I did a reading about this. Somebody hate your self-esteem, your self-respect, your value, your confidence, or just whatever it is about you. Somebody hate that shit, but the niggas love it. The niggas love it though. So that's all that matters. And we see that. The Lovers and the Two of Cups. The niggas love it. Your soul family love it. Your friends love it. The fact, like, you don't be, like, you're so self-focused. You're so selfish. You're so selfish. You're so, you don't be giving a fuck, yo. You really don't be caring. Like, you really don't be caring. Like, okay, energetic reset. Well, I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to be by myself. I'm going to let all this drama, this chaos, I feel disconnected from the divine. Somebody needs to stay away from you. It's a pleasant surprise, positive and long-lasting situation. That's what I'm saying. Remember I said that you possibly didn't see this coming. I feel like it was a masculine that possibly came into your life. Or like a soulmate connection, or the pleasant surprise. I feel like it possibly was something nice or something like that, that like somebody could have said to you or something like that. That boosted your confidence and your self-esteem. You don't give a fuck about nobody else. You really don't care. And if somebody is trying to use like masculines or something like that to hurt you, I feel like you got a lot of other different masculines. This divine feminine is a hoe and she don't care. The Nine of Pentacles, the Divine Feminine, do not care. I might do a reading about this because like, or not like not like a reading, but I might kind of like talk to people about that because like me, like I'm somebody like, and I know that some masculines or something like that may be karmic, or maybe I'm probably not going to be with them or something like that this lifetime, or but like I feel like that's possibly why my path looked the way that it looked, because I'm really not attached to like, that's why I read for the King and the Queen of Wands. Like the King and Queen of Wands to me are like bachelors and like bachelorettes. Like these are the twins that don't settle down. Like we're the ones that like we got higher purposes. We're the ones that like, and I do get that some of us will possibly eventually come into union and we'll settle down with spouses or just whatever, but like I'm just not attached to that type of stuff like that. Like I'm a player and I know this. Like I'm just really not. Like I love the chase, the chariot with the lovers. I really, really do. The Ten of Wands came out, some sort of burden or something like that. Yeah, Divine Feminine. You could be getting a little petty with them. After all this drama, this chaos and shit like that popped out, you probably like, no, I don't want to fuck with you. Leave me alone. Da, 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 da. They know you feel this way. The Five of Wands or whatever. You know they possibly want to avoid conflict by being all lovey-dovey with you. You know they probably want to be like flirtatious or something. You know that they probably want like your sensual or like your sexual energy. They know you frustrated. You know you frustrated, even though you might not like I said, it possibly was something that possibly not going your way or something like that. But like, yeah, the Nine of Cups, like you know that they possibly want to avoid conflict by flirting with you or something like that. This is possibly what they're possibly wanting you to bring back, like your flirtatious energy or something like that. You need to allow them to just heal you the way that they heal you. But you could be being petty. This card is so funny to me because it is really the embodiment of like, it's like this Divine Feminine is like, no, you ruined everything. Just like leave me alone, or whatever. Like the Ten of Wands, like this Divine Feminine is like, get away from me. He like, come on, let me make you. Just listen to the words that I say. Or something like that. But with the Nine of Cups, Divine Feminine, that's why I said the Four of Pentacles. You got to be willing to give with the Nine of Cups in order to like, you know, get them started again or just something like that. But you know that this is how they like to like heal or whatever. The Ten of Wands with the Five of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of drama, chaos, and conflict. And it might be like so bad with the Ten of Wands, with the Five. You know that they're trying to avoid this shit. They're trying to turn off your upper chakra so bad. They don't. They want to turn off your crown, your third eye, your throat chakra. They want to turn that shit off so bad. They like just yo, the Nine of Cups. They're, yo, whatever masculine this is, possibly, I don't know. What's the Ten of Wands, the Five of Wands? Yeah, the Ace of Cups. What I said, like, this is my family. You're going to get over it. Like, this is all I got. The Nine of Cups. They're like, I ain't got nothing else to heal you. Just let me do it. Because you know you feeling so... I'm telling you, like, yo, if you resonate with me, yo, man, this Divine Feminine don't give a fuck. This masculine is the one that's in pain, not the Divine Feminine. This Divine Feminine do not... They're the one that's in fucking pain. But I feel like somebody keep trying to do something to put you in pain. No, the Divine Feminine is the leader. This Divine Feminine controlling everything and everybody around her, including her niggas. Like, that's what somebody don't understand. These is your niggas, your masculines. Like, People be trying to use your masculines to hurt you and shit like that. They hurt you, they hurt themselves. And they learn that shit real fucking quick. Real fucking quick. But yeah, you do. You got a masculine. My eyes. It's so funny. Yeah, they're gonna come in and heal you. They know they fucked up some shit, or they know that it's a lot of like drama, chaos, and like conflict or something like that around y'all, or they know that you see them now. Or like I said, I feel like you could have had a masculine that you could have had soul recognition with, where both of y'all could have seen each other or whatever. So just just expect some sort of flow to be happening from the heart chakras. Expect some sort of truths, or they might fall back asleep a little bit, but that's not your business. That's not your problem. But they know that shit fucked up. And for some of y'all got even possibly like other masculines or something like that that could be trying to like sabotage you or something like that. Even they little retarded ass, they gonna come in and try to speak to you, heal you, or just whatever. It's a lot of competition over you. The 10 of Wands, the 5 of Wands. Nobody wants to lose your energy because it is so good with the 9 of Cups. It's so good. Yeah, this is a big blessing. Somebody's like, oh shit. The 10 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the Temperance here. They're going to come in and give to you. The Temperance talks about an equal exchange of energy. I'm not saying it negative. A lot of the times I do, but because the Ace of Cups came out, yeah, allow them to give to you so that you can replenish yourself or something like that. Usually I see this as a masculine that gives and then this entity takes. But I'm seeing this as divine feminine, a masculine give, and you're replenishing yourself. So even if you may be like operating out of your shadow or just whatever, in order for you to get the healing, just allow it so that you can rebuild your confidence and your self-esteem and shit like that. The 9 of Cups, it's a wish fulfillment. Even if it may look a little low vibrational with the devil. The 3 of Pentacles, it's a demonic contract. You might have a masculine that's meant to come in. They may keep you grounded in ways. They may not fully understand you or something like that as well. Or understand your connection or something like that. But they make you feel good. The devil, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles. That's all you care about. They make you feel good. They do. They make you feel good. They make you feel good. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. You do not care where you get the healing from, as long as your shit don't close. So that you can manifest. You do not give a fairy fuck. Ace of Cups, Temperance. You gonna stay merged and focused on somebody. You do not give a fairy fuck. Look, the Knight of Swords, you're gonna have to show somebody some attention. It's so crazy. Like, I just love when I pick out cards and stuff like that. And they just really resonate with me because I be like, wow, I'm in the cards. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, so you might have to, somebody might come in for some sort of like attention or something like that from you or something. Or, yeah. They make you feel good. The Knight of Swords. Yo. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, they might use their communication or something like that. The 5 of Pentacles. They're loyal. The 5 of Pentacles, I see that as a loyal. They know what to say. The 5 of Pentacles, they studied you. They know what to say. They know what to do. They know everything. The Knight of Swords. I don't know who this masculine is. The Moon card. You're a goddamn twin. The Moon with the 4 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they know you frustrated because something didn't go your way or something like that. Like I said, this could even be a masculine that tried to sabotage you or something like that. Or something, but they gonna come in and heal you. Like, Ain't that crazy how this could be somebody that's in the background destroying your life? Yo, that shit's so funny. That shit's so funny. Like, let me get one more. Yeah, they're gonna come in. The Five of Pentacles, they studied you. They know what to say to make you feel good or whatever. The Knight of Swords, or you know how to get them activated as well with the Knight of Swords. But when I see the Five of Pentacles, like they got rights to you or something. Shit, look. Or you do. You know how to put that shit on them. You know how to put that wand on them to get it to work. And vice versa. What's this? The Page of Swords? They studied you. The Knight of Swords. So yeah, this is the Page of Swords. I told you, they know how to make you feel good or something like that with their words or something. With the Page of Swords. So yeah, this might be a masculine that could be coming in. I like this card. I see it such a different way now. Like, I always see this card. It always reminds me of that goddess who I'll just show you real fast. It always reminds me of that goddess who had to go find that man's penis or whatever, and she had to put it back on him. Like, I don't know, I read this card as a divine feminine who's able to, like, you know, she go out, she possibly find a masculine, she attach a wand to him or something like that to get him started, and or just whatever. The Page of Swords. Let me see what they say in here about the Page of Swords. Yeah, women's behavior. Just talk about women's behavior being unpredictable. Yeah, it seems like somebody be thinking that you be focused on one masculine and you be over here with another masculine. Then you be over here with another masculine. Like, somebody need to just stay out your business. Somebody better stay out your business. What am I supposed to be looking up? Oh, the swords. Okay. This talks about fighting. Both the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords. So yeah, I don't know if you need to calm down your masculines, or I don't feel like you need to calm them down. I feel like you need to keep them engaged or something like that in you. And once you possibly recharge these masculines up or something like that, they're gonna be ready to do what they gotta do, to possibly call judgment on situations, or like I said, take some sort of like inspired action or something like that. Maybe you could have masculines that's dealing with like crown chakra attacks or something like that. Or just possibly having a hard time understanding the connection. I'm telling you, there's like a masculine that's possibly like researching or something like that with the Five of Pentacles. They don't quite understand the connection. You might not either. That's what I think I clarified the Five of Pentacles. Let me get one more. Yeah, the Three of Swords in the reverse. It's just about healing though. Not closing your heart chakra, not becoming bitter with all these swords out here. Not becoming bitter because something possibly didn't go your way, or just whatever. Yeah, you see the Four of Swords in the reverse. Somebody trying to make you bitter. Somebody trying to make you not pretty. Somebody trying to make you not seem like you're like attractive, or you can't produce, or something like that. Somebody seemed like they came real hard at you. And I feel like whatever this masculine or something like that is that came into your life, I've been seeing it a lot. It was a pleasant surprise. It was a pleasant surprise to see them, to talk to them, to get their attention, or something like that, even though it possibly was misleading. I read that or something like that. Or you could be frustrated or something like that, or something didn't go the way you thought, or it's gonna go the way you thought. It's just nice. It's just nice to have them, you know, even if it was for 5 minutes. The Two of Wands came out in the reverse. Yeah, release some sort of shame or something like that. Embarrassment, humiliation that somebody else possibly had like planned or something like that for you. You can. It's like the weapons formed, but they didn't prosper. You get what I'm saying? Like the weapons formed, but they didn't prosper because you had a pleasant surprise that came in. The Five of Swords. You was able to take back your power with the Five of Swords. Nobody didn't get away with that. This was a Tower moment. The Five of Swords, the Five of Cups in reverse, whatever it is, demonic entity or something like that was as well, that came towards you, you was able to tame it. So even if somebody was possibly trying to like overpower you or something like that, they met Lilith when they came in your energy. The Five of Swords. Whoever did this to you, just your, I told you that, just like your sheer presence or something like that. Remember, we seen the Six of Wands. You tamed whatever this shadow or this beast was, or whatever it was that was coming towards you. You was able to fan down possibly a masculine or something like that. Gain the respect of them or something, or just whatever. I don't know how I'm seeing it. I'm just seeing an emperor that's like coming towards you, or just whatever, or you possibly tempting a masculine, or I don't know, something like that. They're just charging towards you, and I don't know, they get tamed. The Five of Swords. It could have been like a shadow or something like that that was coming towards you or something, or them, or whatever. You put that nigga down. Like strip club, I told you. You put that nigga down. You got them down. Cause like, yo, stop playing. Somebody was not expecting that. Somebody was not expecting that shit. So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of going on in here. You gotta put the story together for yourself. Yeah. Somebody need to stop following you to fuck around and thinking that they know your ideas and your plans, because they don't. They don't. And whatever they do know, all they know is lessons. They don't know shit. Six of Wands. I mean, the Four of Wands. One more, the Five of Swords. Somebody was really coming for your confidence and your self-esteem. This could have been a masculine as well, but they was hoping to harvest energy. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. The Two of Swords. Please. You got everything you were supposed to get. And I said that. You got everything you were supposed to get out of a situation in order for you to continue to be the leader and moving forward in a situation. You're not attached like that. I keep saying that. I don't know why people, what is wrong with people? The Five of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Strength card in the reverse. Somebody really was trying to do something to bring you some sort of embarrassment, humiliation, shame, ruin your image, your confidence, or something like that. But the Five of Swords, you actually dominated. It made somebody else possibly feel the same way or something like that. The Five of Swords, the Two of Swords. Or made somebody feel like they met their equal. Cause like, stop playing. Somebody don't understand that you own this motherfucker. That's your shit. That's your shit. Where that card go? So, bye you guys.